Alright, welcome to another video for the update on the stocks portfolio, a demo portfolio. So let's review what has happened because I have closed out all the positions. This is not financial advice as well, and please don't take this as a signal. So over here, let's start off with the first out of the three stocks that I have mentioned for my friend. So the first one is PayPal. I didn't get a fill. I'm not too sure why. For PayPal and GH, I did not get any fill. I was only filled on Luckin Coffee. I did not know where my orders went to, and so just for transparency, execution labels. And then this is the particular account, YouTube 2025 demo portfolio. Okay, now this realized P&L is from Luckin Coffee. All right, so PayPal, no entries for me. I'm not too sure what happened, but based on the price action itself on the weekly time frame, notice how we took out this low right here and we did not have any strong up close candles. This was probably the soft invalidation for me over here or over here, right? So if I was to enter, or if I was to be triggered in for PayPal, then I would probably stop myself out when we close this particular candle. Moving on to GH. Over here we can see that the entry is right here. Here this is the entry, and target is only, as this is the draw on liquidity. Doesn't mean it have to go there, but it's just a draw. I was only looking for 30%, which of course it offered within one single candle run. This right here is 30%. If I take a look at the weekly time frame, this was how the price action transpired after tagging the entry. For the next 1 or 2 weeks, it provided the 30% move before moving lower. Okay, so this is for GH. And the last one would be Luckin Coffee, the one which I got triggered in. So same thing right here. My entry was right at the opening price of this candle. If you look at the opening price on the top left, it's 27.25 exact entry point right here, and then my exit was 35.71, which is 30% gain. Okay, so over here, this was the weekly candle that drive it into my order. Not sure why this was not filled, but if you take a look at the daily candle, it was like I think it was a manipulation on this particular day. All right, on the 1 hour you don't really see the wick, right? On a 1 hour there's no such wick, only on the daily time frame, which is quite weird, to be honest. So this was the trade that concluded. It was a 30% move from this level here to here, 30% move. All right, so because I was only triggered on this Luckin Coffee trade, utilizing half the position size, which was a 50k position, right? So 100k, 50k position. So even though the move provided 30% move, based on the entire portfolio, it's only net 15%. Alright, but it's okay. Moving forward, I'm just going to pick one stock and then just go for it at 100% portfolio, full pot basically. So it would be me trading in a way whereby I move the portfolio money, park it somewhere for 30% and then take it out, and then park it somewhere else for 30% and then take it out. So I'm going to keep repeating this process, letting compounding interest carry me throughout the time. Alright, so this is the update. Right now I don't really have any positions or any trade idea, so I'm just going to wait and see what the market is going to present later on. Right now, because everything is bearish, we are on a major downtrend on all the indices as well as stocks, so not much of a position that I would like to be in terms of longs for now. And yeah, I'm not interested in going shorts because I understand that shorting has a different set of requirements which would be difficult to imitate on a real life broker. That is why I decided to just only look for long positions. Okay, currently I'm looking at Dash, and this is the only one that has caught my interest. Right, so the entry is here, stop loss is here, and then 30% gain is right up here. For this one, I'll wait for a little bit more to see how far it's going to trade lower, or how far the indices is going to trade lower, and then we shall see how. I haven't put in the orders just yet. Okay, so the terminus is right here. Right, maybe just let me just put in the orders. Let me just put it in. 30% gain. Right, I'm going to go full pot. Fill order outside. Fill take profit outside. Okay. How much position is that? Let me just divide that. So 139. Let me use the calculator. $115K divided by 139. 827. 827. I'm going to round it up to whole number. Okay, I'm gonna put in the orders right here. So the order is going to be at the inversion fair value gap, but I'm going to try to refine this to the order block right here if possible, or should I not do that? Let me see. Let me see if I can further refine this. Okay, I'm just going to put it at this level here. The low of this candle, was it on this candle right here? 136.74. 136.74. Okay. And then the 30% is going to be here. 177.86. Okay, 30% of 115 is 149. 149 minus 115. I should be net at least 34k and $500. So I'm going to increase the shares a little bit because I dropped the entry price. Right, this should be about there. 30%. Yep, 30%. So it's going to be close to a 1:1 risk to reward. But bear in mind that this is on the monthly time frame. Okay. And then we shall see how this goes. Because right now DoorDash seems to be holding up as compared to other stocks. And then we have the inversion fair value gap right here, which was utilized to send the price lower. We also have this bearish order block, which was utilized before right here to send it lower into new lows before reversing higher. So when we reversed higher, we have this order block trading into fair value gaps. We also have like a minor stop hunt right here. Okay, before moving higher. When we moved higher above this inversion, price did not retest the inversion. So I'm assuming once we trade into this inversion right here, it's going to provide some sort of a reaction of this inversion on the first retest. And that is the entire framework for this particular trade setup. Okay, and that's about it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you again.